If you woke up today without a clue of what you're supposed to be doing in your real estate business, then this one's for you because, friend, you need a plan. Successful real estate agents just don't wait for their days to happen to them. They run it like a CEO. Hey, bestie, I'm Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie, and today I am starting a 3-part series of what to do when you have nothing to do. We are officially in that holiday season, and historically, it can be quiet around this time, and you may not be sure of how to fill your days. But let me tell you something. Instead of just sitting around waiting for 2026, I'm going to break down the things that you need to be focused on while there seems like there isn't anything to do so that you can bankroll your pipeline and be successful in your business. Listen, I get it. We are officially in that holiday season, and your phone may not be ringing as much as it normally would. And this is the perfect time to really lock in and create a daily schedule that is not just about being busy or waiting for the phone to ring, but actually being productive. So I need you to go ahead and grab a pen and a sheet of paper because I'm going to show you how to run your day like the CEO you were meant to be. Now, first things first, bestie, I need you to actually take on the mindset of a business owner and a CEO. And you know how it was when you had your 9-to-5, or maybe you have your 9-to-5 job right now. They have certain parameters that you must lock into in order to keep the position. You probably have a start time, you know exactly when you were going to have meetings, and your responsibilities on a daily basis were outlined for you. And if you didn't fulfill it, then guess what? Your CEO, your boss, they would get rid of you. Well, now, friend, you are the boss, okay? And I don't want you to be giving yourself a pass for not having a plan and not executing your schedule the same way you did when you were working for somebody else. And as a matter of fact, because you are working for yourself and you're building legacy, you need to do it even more efficiently. And the very first thing is I need you to start thinking like a business owner. And as a business owner, think to yourself, would you hire you based on the way you're performing right now? And if not, how do you need to shift your day to make sure that you are employable by you? So step number 1 is thinking like a CEO. Now, here is step number 2. I want you to plan the pieces that really need to be a part of your day. And first things first. Now, I know that you're here to learn how to make money, and I'm your bestie, and I'm going to share with you how to do that. But you do know that the finance piece is just one part of building the life that you really want, which is why every single day I am going to encourage you to have a startup routine where you get to pour into yourself before you start pouring into the world. First of all, it's going to look like what time are you going to wake up? And I'm going to link a video here where I talk all about, just the morning routines that you can have. But what does that look like? Are you praying in the morning? Are you working out? Are you, scheduling things for the day? Have some time to yourself where you can pour into yourself before you start pouring into the world. So definitely make sure that that is a part of your routine. And if you need to work on that part, like if that's the first part you need to work on, go ahead, comment, work on it in the chat so I know that you are at least mindful of that part of your day. Now, here's the second part. Every single day, friend, you have to be committed to money-making activities. So that means that you are blocking a minimum of 1 hour to 2 to 3 hours if you can handle it, okay, for money-making activities. And the way we define money-making activities are you having new conversations? Are you having real estate conversations? Because we know that every closing picture you've ever seen, it began with a conversation. So if you are not prioritizing having conversations on your calendar, then let me tell you something, you won't have the closings that you desire to have. So right now when things are slow, okay, I want you to literally start blocking that time. Just start practicing. What does it look like to sit down, to make phone calls, call your mom and them, call your cousins them while it's slow so that you can get into the practice of doing that, okay? So you are wanting to make sure you are blocking for those money-making hours. The next thing that you want to put time for on your calendar are your database time. Now, oftentimes, let me tell you, we have our agents that you are out, you're making phone calls, but your follow-up game is a little raggedy because there is no time on the calendar for your database. Now, in a next video, I'm going to talk more detailed on what you're going to be doing in your database, but just know that when you are blocking for your ideal day and you are creating the schedule now so that you can follow it efficiently, you want to have time that you are putting on there to actually spend 15 to 30 minutes a day being inside of your database. Now, the next thing that you need to have on this daily schedule is, friend, you're going to have some marketing time and time to show up on social media. So this may look like, what are you doing to actually market your listings? What are you doing to actually, in addition to making the phone calls, but what is your what are your wider marketing efforts to attract the buyer clients, to attract the seller clients that you want, and time to show up and engage on social media. Oftentimes we only think about, what we're posting on social media and going back. I don't know if you like me, I am guilty of going back to see who has engaged with my posts, but don't always do a good job of actually engaging with other people's posts, okay? And I know you, friend, you are scrolling. So during this time, you have to be careful not to let the scroll overtake your day, because it can be very easy to do so. But I do want you to set a timer and scroll for a little bit, but I want you to scroll and stop, scroll and comment, scroll and send a text message to a friend when they post about their new baby, scroll, and then make sure that you are engaging with the other people's posts, because you are going to be training the algorithm, right? And training your people that, hey, I see you, boo, and I'm here. So then when you make a phone call to them on the following days, it won't be as weird. So making sure that you have time on your calendar for that. And then, what time would you be blocking for your actual appointments? Now, you know that the way that we make money as real estate agents, it is negotiating contracts and going on appointments. And I can't tell you how many times I will talk to somebody and they understand about the money making hours, that they need to be making phone calls. But when I look at your calendar, every afternoon you are volunteering for this, or your kids are in this, or you have a familial obligation. And I'm not telling you not to take care of your family or take your kids to games or things like that, but you actually have to see and make space for connecting with clients and actually going on appointments, going on the listing appointments, having the buyer consultations and things like that, actually having the showings. So start structuring your schedule now so that you can see, okay, when is your availability for appointments? For me, that usually look like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends, Saturdays in particular. That's when I would structure my schedule for appointments. So now when I'm on the phone with somebody, and instead of saying, hey, when do you want to see that house? And they tell me they want to see it on Wednesday night when I already have a family commitment, I'll say, okay, great. We can totally check out the house. What's better for you, Tuesday or Thursday? And I can block it based on what I have available. But it takes you thinking ahead about what's going to work for your schedule to get people in rotation with it. So definitely make sure you have that. And then finally, friend, every single day you need to have time for a shutdown ritual or your night routine. Now, I can, and I have been on the soapbox about night routine. I will link the episode so that you can hear it, because if you don't have a night routine, I dare to say, I probably have a few episodes about it, because I dare to say everything that you do during the day, it really hinges on how you shut down at night and prepare yourself for the next day, the next morning. So make sure now, when you have nothing to do, can you start training yourself on having the CEO schedule. Now, if you want to see an example, I have literally an example that I did a little while ago. Head on over to rosemarylewis.com/ideal day, and you can just see an example of how you can put some of these pieces in your days, just so that you can get an idea. And I'm saying I want you to get an idea because guess what? It may look a little bit different for you, right? The way that I planned out my day, you may have different obligations or things like that, and that is okay. The point is, right now, while it's slower, go ahead and start deciding how you are going to structure your time. And if you want to go even deeper, guess what? I have a course all about time blocking. And this is a great time to just really dig in and plug into what it looks like to time block. Head on over to rosemarylewis.com/time if you want to go ahead and get that course. All right, in the next video, we are going to go deeper on how to actually fill up that money-making activity time with talking to people. I'm going to share with you exactly what to say as you are reaching out and why this is the perfect time of year to do so. I'll see you in the next episode.